This is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to be making some double chocolate chip cookies, and we haven't done Preppy Kitchen for a long time, and we're going to get started. So I was thinking about what to make my grandkids for cookies. It was peanut butter. I said, they probably don't want peanut butter. They probably like chocolate better. So I said, let's try this one. This is called a double chocolate chip cookie by Preppy Kitchen. So let's get started. So I got 1 stick of butter in here, unsalted. And we're gonna beat that for a few minutes. Walk it. No. Let me stop it for just a second with this bowl. And the taps and get it in there. Try it. There we go. Now, there we go. We're softening it. It was already softened. It's a 1 stick of unsalted butter. While that's going in there, we're going to put the sugar in here. For the sugar, we're putting 1/3 of regular sugar. And then we're also going to put a 1/2 cup of light brown sugar in it. And while that is mixing, we're going to start with those dry ingredients. So with the dry ingredients in here, I'm going to move this a little bit over. We're going to put 1 cup of flour in a sifter. You're going to put a 1/3 cup of cocoa, unsweetened cocoa. And then you're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and these are our dry ingredients. And then we're going to close this all up, move it over, and then we're just going to sift it. Yeah, and we're just sifting it to make it a little softer, the flour. And almost finished, because that's almost finished. Perfect. Put the last piece of ingredients in here. And I don't want to put the cocoa on the floor for the dog, so I'm going to move it here. And then we come back over here. So while this is moving, see how this is getting a little bit smoother? Now we're going to break 1 egg in here. We're going to put 1 egg. And then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla in the bowl. One and 2 teaspoons. Next, we're going to put the dry ingredients in here. So we got all the dry ingredients. So I'm going to turn this off and get my little spatula to wipe down the sides of this too as well before I do this. So I always like to get my sides and push them down. Okay. And this is what I do. I just use this to take everything off. Okay. Next, we're going to put the dry ingredients in. And then we're going to start it very low because we don't want it just cloud, especially with the chocolate with all the fur babies. So I'm going to let it go a little bit, and we're going to raise it up just a little bit higher. Wait a moment. So then we'll put that in. All that cocoa. Okay, there we go. Okay, you see how it's mixing? It's going to be, the mix is really thick. So then I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to pour a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Now, if you like dark chocolate, put dark chocolate, but I'm just putting regular chocolate chips in here. That's a 1/2 cup. And then we're going to mix it. Mix it up. Okay, looks good to me. Then I'm going to open it. Set your oven at 375. Now the size I'm doing, I'm going to use a scooper, like one of these regular scooper for when I do my cookies. But if you're going to make them a little bit bigger, bake them for a little bit over about 10 minutes. But if you're going to make a smaller cookie, I figured it out, 6 minutes. And I'm using my Curtis Stone bake pan because it's non-stick and I don't have to spray it like everybody else has to do, or use parchment paper. So I'm just gonna line this up like this, and I'm just gonna go around this until it gets all done. I could probably put about 12, well, not 12, I think I put 15 last time on this sheet of this size. And then I'm gonna bake this for like 6 to 7 minutes, and then I'll be right back. Like I said, I made my cookies a little bit smaller because they're for my grandkids, but if you want to make them bigger, make them a little bit bigger than a scoop, maybe like a scoop and a half, or make the scooper bigger. But I do these because it's a perfect size for little ones. So what I did is I baked these at 375 for 6 to 7 minutes at the top, 7 minutes. So this way they don't burn on the bottom. 10 minutes on the small size will burn on the bottom. I done it. So let's take a taste. I'm telling you, these are really good. So, because I made a batch yesterday. So see how soft, I wish you can see how soft, but they're so soft and they're so good inside. And they taste delicious, I'm telling you. They're really good. And I like chocolate, but I don't like chocolate that much because sometimes chocolate's too sweet, but these are not really sweet. They're really good and fudgy. But I'm going to show you something else, what I did when I put my cookies in there. So I thought for the adults, maybe they don't want, just plain double chocolate. So for the adult cookies, what I did, I mixed the chocolate chips with the mint. See how these had the mint chocolate chips? And I just thought it'd be something different, in there with the chocolate chips. But I never tasted these, so let's see what these taste like. So I just threw in a little surprise. Oh my gosh. These are really good. Who knew? But put different chocolate chips in them. Turn these into something totally different. So if you like this recipe, please subscribe to my channel here at Recipe Amateur Investigator, and thank all the ones who have subscribed. My goal is to get 500 people. We're almost there. I think we're almost halfway there. So thank you for all those subscribers. But if you like this recipe, it's by Preppy Kitchen. It's called Double Chocolate Chip Cookies. And I'm telling you, it got a 5-star review. But it is a knockout. So I think my grandkids are going to love this. So thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family enjoys these double chocolate chip cookies as much as my grandkids will.